B. Steadwell is an accomplished musician, filmmaker, storyteller, and musical theater creator. In 2018, B won the Wammie's DC Award for Best Pop Album. She wrote this original new song, Miles Away, during the early days of the quarantine.
Missing you, but I feel better. Sitting down to read your letter. Spring is dark and cool today. Earth is green and sky is gray. Find my peace in melody, little sweet and a little sad like me. Dream of home and roots and love, the kind of dream that you forget when you wake up. Dream of my love in winter, who walks along the river. Love in Chicago, picks violets down a quiet road. My love in Oakland sits at the lake to meditate. 1,000 miles away, 1,000 miles away. I want a woman just like my coffee, a little sweet and really strong like me. I want a family just like an army. They go to war to love and govern me, just like my love in Windsor, walks along the river. Love in Chicago, picks violets down a quiet road. My love in Oakland sits at the lake to meditate. 1,000 miles away, 1,000 miles away. Love in New Orleans is outside reading poems. Love in Virginia is singing to the ocean. My love in DC is playing with the baby. My love in DC is in the yard and sipping tea. My name is B. Steadwell. I am a singer-songwriter. Being a singer-songwriter in DC is, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. I think DC having the Hill and having all these folks in politics, it can be kind of culturally conservative space. And I feel it's a little bit harder to open up audiences when I play music. But on the other side of that, there's a really gorgeous community of artists that really support each other and love each other. And I'm grateful to hang out with them. And I feel like the city has really taken care of me over the past 10 years being a musician. So it's hard, but it's worth it. I actually grew up, I was born and raised in DC, and I left for undergrad. I went to school in Ohio. I went to Oberlin College, and I came back to get an MFA at Howard University. I keep leaving and I keep coming back, and there's something about it that's really special, even though, a part of me really wants to find homes elsewhere. DC is really deeply rooted in my heart. So I wrote Miles Away at the beginning of quarantine, in March, I believe. I was considering what home means to me, and I realized that a lot of the people that I love the most and that love me the most are all over the world, which is really cool when I'm allowed to go all over the world, but right now it's hard to really express that love without being able to visit and see those folks, and it's sort of making this idea of home really difficult to find, having to stay at home and stay in one place. But I wrote the song sort of as a tribute to the folks who really have loved me from afar and continue to be a family that's my sort of army of love. And I just wanted to shout out all those amazing friends. Creating in the pandemic is weird. The sort of silver lining of this time is that I have a lot more time to be creative. Before the pandemic, I was traveling probably 2/3 of the time, which meant I was either at home doing a lot of administrative work, planning tours, writing up contracts, scheduling, or I was on the road. I was in a plane, I was on a bus, I was in an Uber, and so this time has kind of been a blessing in that all I really can do is create. I can't have shows, I can't do my usual gigs. On the other side of it is this pandemic is terrifying and it's sad, and I find that when I'm in the middle of a feeling, when I'm in the middle of heartbreak or grief or even joy, it's hard to describe and it's hard to really write about. So I have a lot of time to write, but I don't really know how to describe what I'm feeling and what's going on. I'm still working on that.